Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me at Soul Path Guided Tarot for another yes or no. Pick a card, and of course, we'll always ask why or why not. To everyone who's tuning in for the first time, thank you for tuning in. This is a general read, so just take what resonates. For everyone who's been here before, I send you so much love and appreciation, more than I can convey in words, okay? For those of you who are looking to contact me for questions or a personal reading, everything's in the description box below with the timestamps. Okay, so let's get started today. We've got 6 choices. The first one is here with a carnelian. Okay, if you love orange or the color of the sun, if you really want to work on your sacral chakra or creativity, that's perfect. Number 2, this is lapis. Beautiful for working with your abilities, your gifts, speaking your truth, opening your throat chakra. This is group 3. This is malachite, beautiful stone for healing, healing of the heart, healing of anything. If you're fascinated with ancient Egypt, this is a stone that was used by the goddess Hathor quite a bit. For group 4, this is aventurine. Beautiful stone for manifestation, helping with finances. Of course, anything green is healthy for the heart space and the heart chakra. All right, then here, group 5, this is a druzy with just an agate. This is kind of a purplish gray agate. And it's got a little bit of an angel wing here. And then for group 6, this is tiger's eye. Beautiful stone for creating abundance, for protection. Okay, so we've got 6 choices. 1, carnelian. 2, lapis. 3, malachite. 4, aventurine. 5, agate. 6, tiger's eye. So let's all take a couple of deep breaths. Deep into your lower dantian, open up your belly. Let that out real slow through your nose or your mouth, whatever you prefer, and then choose, and we'll get started. Hi, group 1, this is your choice. This is the carnelian. Really pretty, beautiful stone for your sacral chakra, your second energy center, all about creativity, being secure and safe, kind of embodying that divine feminine energy, okay? All right, so general read, we're only going to take what resonates and leave the rest. Start with tarot, and we'll take what flips out. All right, so we have the 4 of Swords, but it's in reverse. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then you have the 4 of Wands upright. Look at that, 44. This might be an important number for you. 3 of Wands. Look at all this wand energy, 5 of Wands. All right, so of course, when we look at this energy right away, we know that this is about something that you have a lot of passion about, something you really want to experience, something you have an idea about, something you want to move forward on. And I love that you have it with this stone here, because that represents this as well. What I'm seeing right from the very beginning is there's so much anticipation and planning and looking forward to this 4 of Wands, which is this amazing, beautiful, positive energy about bringing something into your reality. It can be partnering up with someone. It can be partnering up with a business, creating some kind of business opportunity, a marriage, a long-term commitment, buying a home, signing a contract on something. It's bringing something into your everyday life that makes your life better, that makes your life easier, that makes your life more palatable, okay? And this 3 of Wands is you've put a lot of thought into it. You've worked on it, and now you're waiting for it to happen. And you're getting a little bit concerned and impatient because you've got the 5 of Wands here, which is conflict, competition. So perhaps you're in competition for a position or to win an award for something, win a contract for something. Maybe you're in competition for someone's feelings. Maybe you feel like that. Maybe you feel like, you're conflicted about how to go forward towards this 4 of Wands, which can be anything, again, related to our everyday life. So it can be relationships, it can be making your life financially secure, it can be making your home more stable, right? But there's somewhere within you, there's still some concern. And you've got the Four of Swords here. Now, the Four of Swords right now here is in reverse. And what that means is you still have a little bit of inner work to do, a little bit of recovery as to how you see the possibilities, how you see how things could potentially turn out. Because this card here is saying there's still a little bit of a remnant of some old wounds or some old fears or some old concerns or some old limiting beliefs. But Spirit's asking you to really kind of focus on the potential, okay? So sometimes when we're in our head a lot, we create an environment where we think we have a lot of competition, or, this is really making me feel conflicted. I'm not sure what to do, or I'm not getting clear messages from the person that I'm, interacting with on this particular thing that I really want. So for some of you, it's going to have to be a little bit more of quieting things down in the mind, okay? Which is very common. We hear that all the time. And then speaking of mind, we get Libra. Eclipse in Libra, rebalance, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. So we were just kind of talking about that. So this might be you really having to rebalance the way you see things, right? Not seeing them as, oh my gosh, I have to swim upstream. This is going to be so hard for me. How am I going to win this opportunity? How am I going to move beyond my competition? How am I going to get through this conflict that I'm always having with these people, okay? So rebalance, eclipse in Libra. Beautiful reminder from Spirit about quieting the mind. And Libra's 7th house, what's that about? Relationships, business relationships, personal relationships. So maybe there needs to be a restoration of balance, recovering from what you've been through so that you can move towards this new right here, which can be, like I said, anything that makes your everyday life easier, better. But this right here is where we need to rebalance, okay? And then we have rise to challenges as a new path opens, eclipse in Gemini. So here we have 2 eclipse cards, negotiation. So eclipses are really, they make us get rid of the things that aren't for our best path forward, okay? And you see that they're walking on a path and they've come to a fork in the road, this family, and they have to make a choice about a new path. That new path can kind of rebalance our lives. That new path can put us on a new path in life, a trajectory that's going to be really positive and really rewarding and really transformative, but it can be scary, right? So we have to let go of the things that we've kind of held us back a little bit, or old ways of thinking, just to be open to what's coming towards us, okay? Just to bring some kind of harmony into our life. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else for group 1, please? Yeah, and then you have exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. And your other card is rising above. I see only beauty and grace. So this 4 of Swords in reverse, this can be a lot about, rising above, and rising above the conflict or the competition, whether it's real or perceived by you, okay? And exceeding expectations is when we open ourselves up to rebalance things and to a new path with great expectation, we can have unbelievable outcomes, right? This is all about exceeding expectations. 4 of Wands, beautiful energy. And then you have number 22, Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. So once again, Spirit coming through with a master number 22 about, really kind of exceeding your expectations, right? And what's amazing about this is 22, that is a number about balance, and you have rebalance here. 22 is about creativity, about you being the master of your creativity, which this, stone is all about as well, right? Having to do with that sacral chakra. And then you have surrender fear, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself, stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Yes. Okay, so when we're trying to create something, we're trying to experience something. Do you ever notice how some of us are like, we spend a lot of time beating ourselves up for not doing things the way we should have or the way we thought it should have been, And instead of saying, hey, you know what? Those steps you took forward, those are big steps. Those are healing steps. Those are positive steps about balancing, about creating, about rising above, okay, about moving towards a better life. Okay, so let's remember to give ourselves a pat on the back, recognize the work that we've done, okay? It kind of helps us move beyond fear as well. I mean, fear is one of these things that's very self-limiting. It's very stifling. It keeps us feeling like, oh, everyone else must be better. I'm not going to get that job, or that person's not going to be interested in me. They're talking to this person and look what that person looks like compared to myself. We're a little too hard on ourselves all the time. And then you have courage. Yeah, whenever we are moving towards something that we really want, it can be scary because we're afraid that we're not going to get it. We want it so bad, right? We tell ourselves all kinds of things in our mind. So we need to have a little bit of courage, find some inner peace, and kind of trust the process as we go forward. That we've done a lot of work. We've come a long way. We're changing the way we expect our life to be. We're focusing on balance and rebalance, which is a never-ending thing for each and every one of us, right? All right, let's see, what else do we have? Group 1, please, angel spirits and guides. Following the path of another, your path is being redirected to where it should be. Okay, so group 1. So we've got rebalance and negotiation, and we've got 2 paths showing up here, right? So this is really clear for some of you. You're going to have to make a very distinct choice about a path that you maybe weren't anticipating, you weren't planning on, a path that you didn't think that was going to be for you, or you thought you were going to end up with a person, or you were going to be in a certain kind of job, or you're going to be in a certain kind of situation where you have an opportunity to explore a different way of making a living, or maybe you have to change your path for education and training so that you can kind of make a better life for yourself. But Spirit is saying this whole thing is about, when we get so fixated on one thing, one outcome, we can really cause ourselves a lot of conflict and discomfort, okay? A lot of worry, a lot of things that are not necessary. We don't have to put ourselves through that, okay? So you see a lot of positive cards here about manifesting, about a new path, about a rebalance that's required, especially with 2 eclipse cards here after having this eclipse this week. So for you, it's going to be really important just about the way you see the potential and your ability to actually experience that, okay? Have that. Be blessed by that. So a lot of it is just about how you see yourself in this. So this is a yes for you, group 1. The cards are really very, very positive. I think it's just, we all have that little bit of fear that keeps us wondering, is this right? Is this going to happen? So Spirit is just making you aware of that going forward. Okay, so this is definitely a yes for you, group 1. If there's something that resonates or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. Every month at the new moon, I randomly choose a name for a free reading. They're 45 minutes to an hour. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe. And in the comment section, write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you much peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 2. This is your choice. This is the lapis. All right, this is a great stone if you need to work on your throat chakra, speaking up, right? Speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, letting people hear about all your amazing qualities, right? I'm feeling like some of you are playing it small. That's what I'm hearing, right? So Spirit saying be courageous. All right. Believe in yourself is what I'm hearing. All right. General read, we'll take what flips out. Receptivity. Aloneness. Okay, so that's the Queen of Cups, and that is the Hermit. And then we have the World, which is completion. That's in reverse. Nothingness. This is like the Hierophant. Okay. So first of all, you have 3 major arcana right here. I'm going to turn this around just so you can see. This is what the world card looks like, okay? In this deck, it's called completion, like you're putting that final piece in the puzzle, right? And you notice it's over her third eye, right? Where we get all of our intuitive information, where we get information from our higher self, where we get information from the higher realms. All right, so what you've got going on here, though, group 2, is you've got this Taurus energy coming in. This is the Hierophant, where there's something that has yet to be done. There's some kind of up-leveling in information, in knowledge, in training, in commitment, maybe to yourself, maybe to a process, maybe to something that you want, so that you can actually come to this completion, okay? And because this is in reverse here. And then we have Virgo energy coming through with the Hermit, where this says, you know, you still need a little bit of guidance. You still need a little bit of inner knowing. You still need a little bit of illumination. I mean, you know, you see these cards are dark with just this bit of illumination right here. And then you've got this one puzzle piece, which is the third eye. That part is still not there yet, right? So Spirit is saying there's something that needs to be worked on here. And this is Cancer energy coming through with the Queen of Cups. So this might have to do with some disappointment or some concerns you have about a relationship or family or home or children, or something that makes you feel like you're safe and secure and nurtured. Okay, so there's something that is not quite cohesive is the word they're giving me in your life, that's keeping you from feeling this sense of like accomplishment again. And it can be with family, it can be about the way in which you're able to support yourself. It's about how you feel, you know, in your skin. Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling secure? Do you feel like the people around you are loving and supportive? Are they you know, nurturing to how you feel in your emotions? Is it a safe space to speak up? You know, we talked about this, the lapis with, you know, speaking up. Sometimes we are clinging to the past, and that keeps us from completely, you know, moving to that phase where we're putting that last piece of the puzzle in place so that we can move into something new, better, up-leveled, something that's drastically, you know, changing in our life, transformative, but in the most positive of ways. So there's something here that's lingering. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 1? Eclipse in Virgo reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Okay, so now we have Virgo once and twice. So Virgo showing up twice. Eclipse in Virgo, we just had the total lunar eclipse. So that, you know, is powerful. It's disruptive. It makes us rethink the things that, you know, aren't fitting in our life, that puzzle piece that's not fitting right, that we just can't force in no matter what. Okay, so sometimes we need to kind of reorganize our life. You know, Virgo is earth energy. It's very much the doer energy. So maybe something in your day-to-day life isn't very it's not fulfilling anymore, or and they're giving me full body chills as I say that. It's not something that you want anymore. You thought you wanted that, but now there's something else. Something's just not sitting right with you, okay? And then the other card you have is Eclipse in Scorpio. So again, another eclipse card. Stand firm in the eye of the storm, regeneration. Yeah, so some of you, you know, I said that puzzle piece just isn't fitting, and you've kind of gone through a storm, right? And you get 2 cards with eclipse, which is about something's got to change. Scorpio is all about transformation, following your passion, believing in yourself, overcoming, regenerating, okay? What really makes you feel like passionate about something? Is that where you're supposed to go next? Is that the reorganization that is necessary? Do you have to recover and regenerate a little bit yet before, you know, you can move on to what it is that's meant for you? Sometimes the things that are meant for us are the things that create a lot of fear for us, because it makes us step outside of the norm, okay? It asks us to recognize the fact that we need to rebalance some things, okay? So clear message coming in. there's changes coming with these 2 eclipse cards and the cards that you've got here. Then you have proceed softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. Yeah, so when we decide and we make a commitment that there's something more for us, that we know that, we really want to, that Queen of Cups energy, that Cancer energy, we really want our life to be easier, happier, fulfilling, right? Instead of kind of feeling like there's something very much missing here. Okay, so when we want this, sometimes we have to take small steps. We have to take moments of quietness. That's that aloneness with the hermit energy, right? Kind of quieting the mind and listening and asking Spirit, what is it that I need? What is it that I have to shift? How am I going to move into something that's going to make me feel like this is what I have wanted? This is what makes me happy. How can I get out of the storm, right? Because we've got the eye of the storm, and some of you have felt like you've been living in a storm for quite some time. And then you have healing, the healing of the mind, body, and soul. Yeah, so here we are, number 5, and 32 reduces to 5. So definitely some, challenges in the past with different things that have happened. For some of you, it's been ongoing for quite a while. For some of you, 2022 has been a challenging year. And this is really a time to take stock in how things have been going for you and what you need to change. Okay, so meditation would be incredibly important. Both of these cards are giving the energy of meditation to quiet the mind, right? To follow your intuitive programming from your higher self, right? Queen of Cups, very intuitive, all about the feeling, not the thinking mind. So some of you really have to kind of feel into what's next for you. And there's healing that's necessary, but the healing is going to take place, okay? The healing's already started for so many of you. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So this can be really hard for us when we're on a path and we think that it's been challenging or it's difficult or we don't want to be on this path. We tend to kind of focus on what hasn't been and what isn't versus part of the process of, okay, this is what I was supposed to go through so I could learn a little bit. I could experience a little bit of something. There was something that I'm supposed to get out of this so I can move into what's next for me, okay? And then you have surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Yeah, when we compare ourselves with other people, we always find ourselves lacking. When we compare ourselves with other people, we always find ourselves at the bottom of the list of who's got the better of this, who has the greater sense of anything. I mean, whenever we compare ourselves, we end up disappointed, okay? And that can be one of the challenges for you, and part of the healing process that's necessary is going forward, you need to recognize yourself, okay? Love yourself. Give yourself the credit that you deserve. Okay, and understanding that every day that we move forward in this life, we have to kind of do resets and rebalances on a regular basis, and there is nothing wrong with that. And then you have another number 5, transformation cycle. Yeah, so some of you have been, like I said, on this cycle, and Spirit's really asking you to make a point to embrace this new energy from the eclipse that's going to last for 6 months at least. And if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't make you feel good, if it doesn't feel like this is part of your path, then it's time to make some adjustments, okay? And the other card that flipped out is playing it safe. So a lot of us play it safe because the unknown is a little scary. A lot of us play it safe because we don't want to end up losing or being alone or taking a chance that we could, fail at something. And sometimes when we see things that way, we never progress in life, and life passes us by year after year. So sometimes we have to take a little bit of a risk. You can proceed softly. You don't have to do anything crazy and drastic, but you do have reorganization, regeneration here. Both of those cards are about making changes that are more in alignment with what's right for you, what your soul's path is all about. All right, angel spirits and guides. Miracles happen. Give the universe your clear intention. So, of course, intention is everything. We know this. We know that if we want to make significant changes where we set an intention and then we have actual things that we do in the day to day to support that intention, we have to keep our intention kind of like foremost in our minds, right? Post-it notes, notes on our phone, notes on our mirror, notes in the car, notes on the computer, wherever. But we need to kind of keep that in the foremost part of our day-to-day waking mind, so the actions that we take support the intentions that we have. Okay? All right. So for you, group 2, right now, this is a no. There's certainly a lot of support around you if you are hoping to shift and make changes. You have a lot of 5s here, which are about overcoming those challenges in the day-to-day, the healing, okay, that's necessary, the shifts that are necessary. So all of this energy around you is here, and you do have 2 eclipse cards, which kind of says those things that aren't working for you, those whatever it is, people, places, situations, make some changes. And with that, you can have some really transformative energy supporting you on your path, okay? So again, this is a no for right now. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading at the new moon. I choose a name at random. The readings are 45 minutes to about an hour. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe, and in the comment section write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 3. This is your choice. This is malachite. Beautiful crystal for healing, emotional healing, physical healing, okay, anything, the mental body, physical body. Heart chakra, if you've been hurt, if you've closed off your heart, if you're like, I don't care about love anymore, this can be about loving yourself more, opening up that heart space just for you is what I'm getting. So I'm seeing a lot of, someone here with a lot of tears, okay? All right, so angel, spirits, and guides, let's see. What do we have? Okay, look at that. All right, so you have the 7 of Wands in reverse, stress. There you go. The Tower, also in reverse, though. Okay, yeah, so kind of fits with what I was saying, what I was getting off the crystal. 2 of Wands, possibilities. That's your fire energy. All right, this is the Chariot, awareness, Cancer energy coming in here. And 5 of Cups, clinging to the past. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we've got the Tower in reverse. Okay, so a couple of things. So when I see the Tower in reverse, okay, I see that as a process where the Tower moment's already come into your life, okay? The thing that was unstable, that was unsustainable, that was not for your highest and greatest good, that's already occurred, okay? You've already had that. And then you also have with that, you have the 7 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So the 7 of Wands is like, I need to stand up for myself. I need to keep people at bay. I'm kind of going it alone. And this shows me that this was part of that process that you went through with the Tower. But once again, you're moving beyond that. Okay, so that's good to see that these are both in reverse together, because both of these are challenging cards. Now, what you have in the middle here is, first of all, you've got the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. And you see how it's like this is opening up and the real you is emerging? This transformation, it's almost like, you know, this was the caterpillar and now you're coming out the butterfly, this transformation. Why? Because you've had a great awareness about the things that were in your life that you had hoped they would be part of your future, or you hoped that you would be on this path, but you realized either by choice or by being forced that it wasn't going to work out for you. It wasn't going to be what you wanted anymore. It wasn't going to be part of your future, okay? And that can be really hard to handle. So it causes us to have to kind of make new plans, because the 2 of Wands is about, okay, I got to regroup, I got to reorganize. And maybe part of that happens, you know, with this eclipse energy. We've had some eclipses earlier this week, and then a couple weeks before that, partial solar eclipse. it throws a wrench in our life sometimes, and we have to make new plans, and that can be really hard, but it's for our highest and greatest good, because this Cancer energy of the Chariot is always about moving to something better, moving to something where you're maneuvering the laws of nature, the law of attraction, the law of karma, right? You're moving through that, and you're on a new path. But one of the things you have to be aware of is this clinging to the past, this Five of Cups. And this can be from the hurt that's happened. This can be from the leftover trauma. This can be from the disappointments. This can be from a codependent relationship. Some of you might be Cancer. You've got Cancer coming through here, but Cancers can be in situations where they get stuck in these codependent relationships, right? We cling too much to the past because it's hard to let go. You love wholeheartedly. So there is a little bit of this hanging here, but I really think you're moving towards success, because they're showing me the image of the Six of Wands, and that's about success. It's about overcoming. It's about victory. It's about really harnessing, hey, this new plan I've got, I know which way I'm going, and it's going to provide me with a really beneficial outcome, a really positive situation in my life. Okay, so big changes here for you, group 3. Yeah, Moon in Taurus. So we just had the total lunar eclipse in Taurus, and this is self-esteem, personal growth. So this fits perfectly with what we're just talking about here. This is the number 5. Here's the number 5 about overcoming the challenges. Taurus is rules second house, and that's about money and income and your material possessions. So it can be things like how you've been in your job, or how your job has treated you, or your opportunities, to make a better life, and you were forced out, maybe for some of you, and it's going to push you into some personal growth. But you will look back on that and see that it was all for the betterment of you overall. Okay. And then the other card that flipped out for you is Sun in Pisces, higher purpose. Align yourself with love and wisdom. So this is kind of the perfect card, because, I said you had your thunderbolt moment, your tower moment, and the Seven of Wands is in reverse. So there was a reason that Spirit wasn't going to let you stay in that relationship, or that job, or that situation, or that partnership, or that place that you were living in, or that thing you were trying to get off the ground, but it was just going sideways. Okay, so when Spirit comes in and does that, it's kind of hard to accept it. It's kind of hard to say, yeah, I get it, but truly, it's so much of it is there's a need for a change in your emotional life, and that always results in some kind of transformation. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have. Angel, spirits, and guides. Sun in Pisces always makes me think of the Eight of Cups, moving on to something better. Okay, always moving on to something better. And look at that, embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. Amazing. And when, we started talking about the Malachite, we talked about opening up your heart, right? Healing your heart, opening up your heart for yourself. She's stepping into something, embracing the future, the Two of Wands, right? Kind of coming out of your cocoon, going through that transformation, expecting things to be much better, expecting miracles, letting go of the past, right? Because that just keeps us from moving forward. It keeps us from moving through that door. And we have to move with an open heart, because if we're closed off, we miss out on so much that's before us. We won't see the beautiful mountains and the water and all of nature. We'll see with the past. We'll cling to the past. And then we have successful career, happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. So for some of you who are asking about your career, that's going to be a big shift for you in your career. You're going to move into something that's really meant for you, where you can thrive, where you can show people all that you have to offer. And, the personal growth is going to help you with your self-esteem, because some of you've been around people who are very hurtful, and your self-esteem is lacking. And then the other card you have is the Sun. The golden energy of the Sun brings fame and fortune. So for some of you who are trying to make a name for yourself, for some of you who are trying to get out there, for For some of you who are trying to create a vlog or blog or some kind of platform to do your own thing, taking a risk, trusting and believing in yourself. And then you have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from your past, right here. 5 of Cups. Then you can own your power and soar into life. Yes, look at how empowering these cards are. Perfect. I love that. All right, angels, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? And it takes a lot to overcome when we go through a tower moment, okay? And then you have commitment. So making a commitment to yourself about what's important for you. Here, this person has a contract, so it might be a contract for a new position, new opportunity, contract to buy into or partner up with someone or something on some kind of business adventure. And then courage. Of course, anytime we make big shifts and changes, anytime we embrace the future, anytime we make changes, we have to be courageous, okay? And that's something that we all need to work on a little bit more and more every day. But as we make new connections, as we find new support, as we find people around us who are going to help us in this energy, and if they're not part of this kind of free-flowing forward momentum energy, okay, then those are the people that you need to remove yourself from, because you're too raw for some of you to be around people who are going to pull you down. And then look at that, number 14, stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, and be love. Yeah, that's really beautiful message for all of you. Staying strong and grounding yourself will help you transition through these changes and this positive movement forward, okay? All right, so this is definitely a yes for you, group 3. Lots of change. Some of it's probably been a little bit difficult and challenging, but you're definitely on the right path for amazing things to come forward. All right, so definitely a yes for you, group 3. If something resonates or some aspect makes sense, please like and subscribe. If you're interested, every new moon I give away a free reading, 45 to 60 minutes. I randomly choose a name. Please like and subscribe and put I enter in the comment section if you want to be part of the contest. As you go forward, I wish you a lot of peace and happiness. Namaste. Hello, group 4. This is your choice. This is adventuring. So this can be a beautiful crystal for creating some kind of abundance, improving your financial situation. This can be anything green is also helpful with the heart chakra. So recovery, healing, right? So we'll put that off to the side. We're going to start with some tarot. This is a general read, so only take what resonates. Okay, if you're drawn to 2 different groups, there'll be a message for each. All right, first card that flips out, tuning in, that is the 4 of Cups. Number 10, change, that's the Wheel of Fortune. Number 7, awareness, that's the Chariot. And then we have the 8 of Swords here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Jupiter energy, Cancer energy coming in with the Chariot, and then we've got our Sword energy, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. All right, so the first thing I'm hearing is it's time to listen to your inner voice. There's way too much going on in the head, okay? And what I'm getting is that there's been, for some of you, a relationship with someone or several someones that have kind of messed with your head a little bit and have you questioning your value, your abilities, your contributions. And Spirit is saying that all of that extra noise, because you see how all of this represents extra noise, unnecessary noise, okay? That's causing conflict, it's causing disruption, it's causing a lack of peace in your life. There's too much anxiety. There's too much restless sleep. There's too much just worrying and constantly, continually playing things over in your head as if they're continually happening. Relationships that went south and those conversations continue, but the relationships you never got to have closure on, right? To your liking. So Spirit is saying there's big changes coming in for you, but you have to follow your inner voice, because this is Jupiter energy. This means you've kind of gone round and round. You've been, to hell and back for some of you. And this is about Let's go forward into something new and expansive. Now, the beautiful thing about Jupiter is it's about what's new. Let's create something. Let's do something different. Let's change it up. So that's very timely with the eclipses that we just had. But Jupiter can be addicting, okay? So some of you might have a little bit of addictive personality, like, you start with one thing and you take off and you do it nonstop to the point where it gets distracting or it gets problematic or it starts messing with your head a little bit. Okay, so there has to be this really nice balance between growing and transforming into something that is beneficial for you, that's going to change your life in positive ways, and this Cancer energy of moving beyond this Eight of Swords, which is this mental prison of disharmony, frustration, disappointment, old people's comments. And when I say old people, people that aren't, part of your life right now. This can even be some of the people. And you see how she's just closing her eyes and she's just finding this inner voice, right? This higher self coming through saying, we're not going to listen to any of this. We're going to release you from this. You're moving beyond that, okay? All right, let's see, what else do we have? All right. This one flew on the floor. Eclipse in Scorpio, regeneration, overcoming the challenges. 32 of the 5, stand firm in the eye of the storm. She's totally in the storm right here, right? Standing firm in the eye of the storm, closing her eyes, closing out the noise, closing out the disruptions, closing out all the other stuff that takes you off your path of peace and growth and expansion and blessings. It's time for regeneration. It's time to move beyond that, okay? This is about moving on. This is about going into something that is better for you, that keeps you out of this energy, because you can get stuck in these loops where you're constantly like, oh, I've made 3 strides forward. Well, I just stepped back. Well, I was doing so well. Now I feel sick again. I was doing so well. Now I feel unsure again. I was doing so well. Now I'm not certain what's best for me. So there's a lot of back and forth with that, okay? So the key message for you, and it might have something to do about going forward into something that's going to provide you with some financial gains, okay? Because we do have the adventuring here, which helps with that. But I think for most of you, that has to do with relationships and emotions, okay? So again, green for the heart, green for heart healing, green for heart opening, revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. Yeah, when you see yourself like this, you don't see your light. You don't realize all that you have to offer. You don't see yourself as the beautiful pearl inside the shell, okay? You see yourself as the gritty grain of sand that's not yet turned into the pearl. And so much of this is about your perception. So time for a regeneration. Anytime we see an eclipse, eclipses say, nope, that's not working. Nope. This, eclipses make everything dark. And when we go into the darkness, we have no choice but to trust our intuition by tuning in, okay? We can't see anything else. We have to feel into it, okay? So for a lot of you, this is rebuilding your self-worth and your self-value, your belief in your ability to make your life different. We're not going to take that. That was half the deck. Look at that, prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. So we talked about this. So for some of you, this is going to be about improving your financial ability, improving your home life, right? 4th house, Cancer, 4th house. Here we have another 4. So we've got 4, 4 showing up here, master number 44. So a lot of you, this can be about seeing yourself for your capabilities, the potential that you hold, the way that you can create for yourself and provide for yourself, right? And not let the limitations of the people who raised you or the people who you've lived with get in the way of you seeing the radiance within you, okay? So there's some regeneration that has to take place. It's almost like they're showing me they're showing me a wounded baby bird and how, that baby bird has to be fed by its mother and protected, while it regenerates, while it grows, while it strengthens. Okay, so some of you might see yourself as that wounded baby bird. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Yeah, and that gets us nowhere, right? People have to be responsible for their own happiness. We can't expect other people to make us happy. That's something that we have to get from within. We can't help other people who say, you don't make me happy. Okay, that's a heavy load for us to take on. That's not our responsibility. Okay, that's not our responsibility to make other people happy. It's theirs. Okay, so if someone is putting that on you, that's something that needs to be removed from your life because it's draining. It's incredibly draining. Okay, you need to focus more on receiving support and love as well as giving it. Okay, it can't just be one-sided. All right, angel, spirits, guides. Oh, I love it. New beginning. End of an old cycle, new beginning for you. The rebirth of an idea, of yourself, of the new improved you, of a new love, of healing from the past, right? Of connecting to those different things that really bring you a sense of peace and happiness. Like they're showing me someone kind of sitting on a swing quietly in the backyard, and just like that sense of peace where it's just quiet all around you and you can just be still. All right, so figure out what motivates you, figure out what's going to make you happy, put a plan together, put an action plan together. Okay, it'll be all part of this prompting that these eclipses have brought. Remember, love is the key. Love what you have in your life right now. Yeah, so whenever we're trying to make gains in our life, whether they're emotionally or they're physical or they're financial, we always need to remember that we need to love the good things that are in our life, whatever those are. It can be the smallest of things, or if you're blessed to have many, many good things in your life. The more we focus on that, the more it changes our energy. It changes what we see next. One thought creates the next thought, which creates the next thought. So if the first one is, well, today was a great day, I accomplished this, or I met someone who was really nice and supportive, or I've met a new person and I'm, going to go forward and partner with them on a business adventure or an idea. It sets you up for what's the next opportunity, the next idea for you, okay? All right, so for you, this is definitely a yes for you, group 4. There's a little bit of change that needs to occur here, but overall the energy is very positive about what's coming towards you and what opportunities are before you. All right, so definitely a yes. If something resonates or something makes sense, please like and subscribe. Every month at the new moon, I give away a free reading, 45 to 60 minutes. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe, and in the comment section, write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, group 5. This is your choice. This is an agate bracelet with a druzy and a little angel wing. Okay. All right, so some of you are asking for some heavenly help. Some of you feel like you've been left behind and haven't been able to get the support that you need from the universe. All right, so let's see who we have. Here we have Queen of Wands, nice. Okay, this is the Nine of Cups. I do not like the name of this card. Nine of Cups, this is a very positive card. It's just that, what they're saying is don't be complacent. The Ten of Cups is the ultimate. The Emperor, so that's Aries energy coming in. And then the Devil, conditioning. Okay. So for you, group 5, you've got 2 major arcana here with the Devil card and the Aries energy, and then you've got 9 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So this energy right here is amazingly powerful energy. This is Aries energy saying you can create, break free from anything that has conditioned you to feel like You cannot be what you want to be. You cannot experience, you cannot achieve whatever it is that you want, that you don't have it within you, okay, that you're lacking. This is Capricorn energy coming through. So anything to do with Capricorn always is about your 10th house. So that's about achievement in the world, right? So for many of you, this is, can you achieve what? What is it that you want? Is it about your career? Is it about your long-term status in life? Are you worried about your future? Are you having issues with masculine energy, right? Because that can represent masculine energy. And this is Spirit saying, this is Aries energy. You need to take care of self. You need to support self. You need to empower yourself. Mars energy is pushing you beyond that, saying these are all fake, conditioning. Look at the lion. He's in with the sheep, and the sheep have him wearing another sheep so that he thinks he's a sheep, right? So that he doesn't attack them, so that he doesn't act outside of how they want him to act. Okay, and then we have these two cards here, which is the Queen of Wands, so fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we have the Nine of Cups, which is, this is really positive card. It's called laziness because the 10 of Cups is kind of like the card of the ultimate nirvana, right? Complete harmony. Everything in life is very fulfilling. You're not looking outside of yourself for anything else anymore. So this is just a reminder that when you release this energy here of the devil and embody this King of Kings energy and the Queen of Wands energy, the sky's the limit as to what you can do and what you can bring into your life that really makes you fulfilled. It really makes you happy. Really makes you feel like, you finally found your stride. All right, let's see what else we have. Look at that. Sun and Aries, new beginning, a leap of faith. Beautiful. And here you have your Aries energy. So this is about a new beginning. This is about empowering yourself. Dolphins represent happiness and joy and harmony and fun. Okay, so have a little fun, believe in yourself, trust in this new beginning for you, leaving behind this devil energy. I love it. So Aries showing up twice here for you, group 5. Beautiful. And then you have Sun in Leo, joy. So we talked about joy is represented by the dolphins, a time of celebration and success, overcoming challenges, right? Leaving behind the difficulties. Sun in Leo, 5th house, romance, love, creating something, okay? It's about enthusiasm, the life spirit or your drive to succeed, who you are, how you identify yourself. Beautiful energy. Angel, spirits, and guides, what else do we have for group 5, please? A lot of fire energy showing up. Fire, 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 fire. Opening to love, my heart is open. Yeah, so when we open ourselves up and let ourselves be vulnerable, let ourselves be approachable, a lot of things can come into our life that we weren't expecting. It can be about relationships, but if we are open instead of kind of closed off, if we believe in ourselves, if we don't believe this old, conditioning, if we believe in who we are at our core, who we are and how we identify ourselves as a strong, open, capable, compassionate person, all kinds of amazing things come into life. And then you have being in flow. I am in the flow of the universe. Yeah, and that's about being open, right? We're not in resistance. We expect good things to come to us. We go with the flow when things happen that set us back. We take a moment, a short moment, and we recognize that was part of the journey. That was part of the process. What did I learn from it? Okay, let me refocus, recalibrate, and see where we can go. And then we have breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, and excellent mental health. So this is perfect for this card, conditioning the devil. That's a bad habit that we need to break, right? Conditioning, we don't want to be conditioned by anything other than openness, love, possibilities, creation, okay? Other than that, we don't want any conditioning because that's limiting, bad beliefs, bad habits. So we're going to let that go. And here's Leo coming through again. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So one of the hardest things that we do sometimes is step out on our own and step into our full power. We're conditioned to believe that we're not good enough, that we don't have what it takes, that we're not smart enough, that we weren't born into the right circumstances, that we don't live in the right place, okay? So we really need to work hard to move away from that. This is amazing, powerful energy around you about stepping into your full power. You know, the Leo is about your identity, the core of who you are, okay? See yourself for who you are. See yourself for your potential, okay? Believe in yourself. Believe in what it is that you're asking about. Discovery, setting the intention and being open to discovery, right? Being in the flow. Discover what's coming to you, expected and unexpected. You know, some of you, you're going to have teachers come into your life. They're going to help you teach you something and help you see things differently. Some of you are going to be able to discover that not everything has to be, you know, filled with conflict and challenges, that we can let go of the fear and we can let go of some of the things that have held us in the back. We can let go of that feeling of lack, right? Consciousness of lack of love, lack of security, lack of money, lack of self-worth, right? That keeps us stuck. It's like this dense, stuck energy that keeps us, it's pulling us down into the mud like quicksand, and we're stuck in status quo. We don't want to do that. We want to be open. We want to be in flow. All right, let's see what else. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else for group 5? Explore, love, and create. The only thing that holds you back is you. Perfect. Yeah, surrender to your full power. You are the only one who can be responsible for holding you here, okay? A lot of empowering cards around you. So this is a yes. You're moving into beautiful energy, all right? Sometimes self-awareness of, oh, this is still part of my life is enough to keep us moving forward in flow, okay? So this is a very positive yes for you, group 5. If something resonates with you, like some aspect, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading upwards of an hour. If you're interested, please hit like and subscribe, and in the comment section write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you much peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi group 6, this is your choice. This is Tiger's Eye. You can see there's some red in there, as well as the regular Tiger's Eye. Great for abundance, protection, powerful. This gives me vibes of masculinity, okay? So maybe some of you need to harness a little bit of your inner masculinity. Some of you need to balance that out, a little bit more divine feminine energy, receiving, allowing, accepting. I'm hearing the word grace, okay? Some of you might feel like you need some protection right now. Someone here is in a relationship that's been pretty volatile. So, of course, always find safety and security for yourself, first and foremost, if that applies to you. All right, let's see what we have here. Going with the flow, but this is in reverse. That's interesting after the cards. Okay. Completion, this is the World, Major Arcana. The Moon, past lives. Let's see what else we have for you here. And a breakthrough, number 11. Okay, so that is justice in this card, in this deck. All right, so look at this. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. And then we have going with the flow, but it's in reverse, okay? So this is the Page of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through here. Okay, the moon is always represented by Pisces, but of course I always think of the Cancer because that's ruled by the moon. We've got Libra energy coming through here and the World. All right, so there's something really kind of cool that is opening up to you, but you're just not seeing it. So there's something that is coming into your life or that's in front of you right now and you're not seeing this, because this is the Page of Cups in reverse. So pages see things that are coming, like I'm excited, oh look at that, let's try that. Pages are always like, what's the next best thing, what can we do next, let me try that. So a lot of opportunistic things in your life, but you're not seeing it. And part of it is because you have had a situation where there's been some emotional turmoil, and there's been a lot of disruption in your emotional body is what I'm getting. So we all have physical body, emotional body, mental body, astral body. So your emotional body, there has been some disruption, okay? And some of the relationships you've had with people, of course, these are past lives that you've had with people. When we incarnate, there's groups, soul group contracts, right? There's groups of us, we reincarnate. This time you're the mother, next time the person who's your lover is your mother, then the next time, your brother is your father, and you get it. I mean, we incarnate in a variety of different roles. And that there's some restoration of balance that needs to take place here, because this is Libra energy coming through. Libra says the relationships that have left you emotionally unfulfilled, unbalanced, disruptive, okay, that needs to be changed, because it's preventing you from completing a cycle that's you've been going through where you're not, and it's preventing you from seeing the possibilities, okay? So this has to do with the relationships always, right? Because relationships is what the 7th house in Libra is all about. But this is also about Venus. So Venus is our desire to interact with people. So how do we want to interact? How do we want to move through life in relationships and partnerships? Do we want to have harmony, diplomacy, or are we going to be in a situation where we're always trying to recover, like we need some kind of arbitration for somebody to balance things out for us, right? So there's a bit of a recalibration that's required here. Let's see, angel spirits and guides. Some of you may feel like you've been going round and round and round with somebody from like a karmic debt from past lives. Moon and Aries, courage, believe in yourself. Well, there you go. And look at this, all these chrysalis, right? Before the transformation of turning into the butterfly. Moon and Aries. Aries is always about how we see ourselves. It's how we appear to ourselves, to others. How do we make first impressions? How do we identify ourselves? What's our attitude like about things, right? The moon is about our emotions and our fears. So we have the moon showing up here twice. And then courage, believing in yourself. So that's very important for each and every one of us. But for some of you, this is why this Page of Cups is in reverse, right? One of the things is you need to restore balance in the way you see yourself. And then you can kind of put that final puzzle piece in, and this Page of Cups will be upright again, where that you see the opportunities coming towards you based on this transformation, based on believing in yourself and your abilities and what you can experience in life and how you deserve it, and how courageous you've been. Because let's agree, if we're going to live in this life, we all have to have a little bit of courage to make it through a lot of the things we go through. Giving birth, I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. So this might be literally giving birth to a child, giving birth to an idea. This is you healing, recovering, becoming courageous, and giving birth to the new you, right? This is about letting go and restoring balance for so many of you, and then manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. And look at the bountiful harvest, right? Putting together that restoration of balance in your emotions, and they're bringing my left ear really high, in the way you see things, releasing the past. We're not going to cling to the past anymore. We're going to put like the lid on that. We're going to complete that. Be courageous in moving forward, giving birth to something that's important to you, that's part of manifesting your dreams, and then going with it and turning this around to an upright position, going with the flow. That just flew out. Labyrinth 12, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. So this is about opening up the heart space. This is about recovering from the past, feeling safe, restoring balance, understanding that, you're grounded, and from a state of being grounded and having this justice breakthrough card coming through, stability in relationships of all kinds, right? We can manifest our dreams. We can give birth to whatever we want. We have courage. We believe in ourselves. We understand that we're completing a cycle and we're moving into a higher energetic frequency. What does that mean? When our energy is higher, our frequency is higher, we attract better things into our life. We can give birth and manifest dreams. And then you have surrender to joy. A key to a positive change in your life is let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So we have to sometimes look for that. We have to seek it out, okay? We have to focus on that. And bottom of the deck, surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action. Taking action will attract success. Yes, a breakthrough towards success. Not kind of putting it off, right? Climbing the stairs, taking it one step at a time. If we need to take a breather on the way up, that's okay. All right, trust yourself. Give birth to that you want to see as part of the dreams in your life. Okay, whatever those dreams are, big or small. Okay, but being grounded is going to be really important for you. Yeah, again, you get joyous fun. So some of you really need to take some time to have some fun. You're not having a good enough time. You're too heavy not heavy in the darkness, but it's like you're not taking enough time to just enjoy yourself, to have some fun, to lighten up a little bit. There's too much density, okay? I think some of you were in situations where you were feeling very unsafe, and feeling like you needed to be protected, and you weren't able to feel free enough to have some fun, okay? So it's time to have some fun. It's time to enjoy and understand that you're deserving of all the blessings in life. We all are, okay? You're deserving of it. It's your time for it. You can trust yourself to make the right choices, see things differently, take steps towards something better, right? Something that you've been dreaming about, something you didn't think you could dream about. Really beautiful energy. Time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. Perfect. So whenever we want to make something different in our life, we have to think differently. We have to do things differently. Creating and trying to create something different from the same actions, the same words. That's like, the definition of insanity, right? This card is number 22. It's about starting to create, starting to build something, starting to balance things out. We had that with Breakthrough and Libra, okay? So think differently, think outside the box, focus on some happy things, focus on joy, be courageous, okay? Trust yourself. There's much, much better things coming for you, Group 6, okay? All right, so this is a yes. It's a yes that's going to take your diligent efforts to continue forward, because you do have to overcome some things that have been emotionally draining, and there's been a little bit of fear there. But they keep telling me protection, so to tell you that you are protected, and that you can believe and trust that things are going to be different. This is a very specific message for someone they're giving me. So they're also pointing out all the amethyst that's all around you for healing and trusting your intuition. So again, very specific message for someone here today that they want to convey. But this is definitely a yes, Group 6. So if there's something that resonates, please like and subscribe. If you're interested, I give away a monthly free reading, 45 to 60 minutes. In the comment section, write I enter, and please make sure you hit like and subscribe. As we go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste.